Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. In the realm of psychology, narcissism stands as a unique and complex personality trait characterized by an inflated sense of self-importance, a desire for admiration, and a lack of empathy. While individuals with narcissistic tendencies may exhibit charm and confidence, their decision-making process can often be marked by a series of missteps. In this video, we will delve into the reasons behind the often poor decisions made by narcissists, shedding light on the psychological intricacies at play. Narcissists usually come across as highly confident, charming, attractive, mentally tough, goal-oriented, and charismatic. These traits, when exhibited in a calculated manner, can often create the illusion of intelligence. Narcissists are highly astute and street-savvy about human nature, allowing them to readily identify potential targets. However, this does not equate to wisdom. Wisdom entails utilizing profound understanding and experience to form sound judgments, often aligning with common sense for practical and thoughtful decision-making. However, as often observed, narcs are impulsive, emotional, sensitive, reactive, and seldom considering the consequences. These attributes leave them with little room for making sound decisions. Furthermore, owing to their inclination to avoid responsibility, coupled with their persistent belief that nothing is ever their fault, they arrive at the conclusion that they have nothing to lose. Moreover, when a narcissist gets used to fooling everyone, to getting away with a lot of stuff, stealing, cheating, lying, all the while convincing themselves of their own lies, as well as behaving rudely, cruelly, being mean, being out of line, heartless, unemotional, and without empathy, what happens is all these cute traits overpower, become stronger each day, and common sense and critical thinking go out of the window. Consequently, their ability to think logically and critically diminishes. As they age, they grow more accustomed to their negative behaviors and habits, and their positive qualities of making rational, sound, logical, or objective decisions gradually take a back seat. If by chance it does seem otherwise, it was a decision that solely benefited them. Narcissists do the stupidest things, without the least clue of what they're doing. Their hyper-obsession with the need to feel superior, shift blame onto others, and constantly justify themselves, results in the genesis of the most foolish ideas and theories, malicious plots, pervasive paranoia, and an overall display of idiocy. God has bestowed narcissists with numerous skills and competence, but they use these talents to destroy others. They seem to have loads of shrewdness and acumen on how to trick you out of everything, even your very soul, if it were up to them. However, their choices often expose a lack of moral judgment. Furthermore, if you wish to determine whether narcissists possess good judgment or common sense, simply observe their decisions. Their inability to grasp even simple problems leads to outcomes that appear arbitrary and devoid of substantial value. To say that they lack common sense is seriously an understatement, particularly as they can initially come across as intelligent and logical. They can cite references and offer insights into the philosophy of admirable authors and artists, only for it to become apparent sooner or later that none of what they regurgitate resonates with them or their lifestyle. Their words are simply manipulative tools, intended to elicit your admiration and belief in their intelligence. Individuals who think logically tend to take their time when making judgments. They are concerned about the accuracy of their ideas. However, people with narcissism struggle to understand why they do things. Consequently, they frequently make choices that undermine not only their well-being, but also the well-being of others. Possessing common sense involves the alignment between one's goals and the strategies employed to achieve them successfully. Complex cognitive functioning enables individuals to consider various options before taking action. However, narcissists, known for their short attention spans, overconfidence, impulsivity, and a willingness to ignore expert advice, hastily arrive at poorly considered conclusions that are often risky and devoid of long-term considerations. Their quick-fix solutions are often irrational and tend to have negative consequences over the long term. Their decision-making process lacks coherence and is based on wish-fulfilling fantasy. It most definitely lacks common sense. Furthermore, narcissistic individuals tend not to learn from their mistakes. They usually blame others when things go wrong and remain self-confident in their judgment. They are unable to exercise patience and contemplation before passing judgment on something. Put simply, if someone struggles to make sound decisions and acts without prior thought, it indicates a lack of common sense. Narcissists tend to prioritize short-term gains and instant gratification over long-term planning. This can result in decisions that provide immediate satisfaction but disregard the potential negative consequences that may arise later. Everyone says and does things that lack common sense from time to time. However, narcissists consistently lack common sense on a daily basis. They are almost blatantly foolish. For narcissists, it's a daily occurrence that they struggle to conceive straightforward solutions for basic problems. As for the complicated problems, they tend to deny their existence altogether, so delving into that topic is best avoided. Narcissists display an astonishing lack of critical thinking. It's truly astounding. I was genuinely amazed by the conflicting thoughts I had, initially believing that they possessed some level of sense and intelligence. However, I repeatedly observed them acting like directionless children, often clueless and helpless. They lack the ability to question, rationalize, and be practical, as their feelings, and only their feelings and emotions, are so intense and overwhelming that they have no head space to think of anything else. On that account, they are acutely common sense deficient on a regular basis. This lack of common sense is also a reason why they are so full of rage. It's just their way of feeling empowered and assertive. Their lack of common sense is also what contributes to the chaos they live in. Narcissists are also afflicted with the illusion of invincibility and often exude an unwavering confidence in their abilities and knowledge. Due to their belief in their inherent superiority, they do not take advice from other people, yet over and above that, they also do not trust others' opinions. This reluctance isolates them from valuable input and diverse perspectives that could lead to better decision-making. They make decisions without adequately considering the potential risks and consequences, resulting in choices that seem flawless to them but are inherently flawed in reality. Empathy is another crucial factor in making well-rounded decisions that takes into account the feelings and needs of others. However, narcissists struggle with empathy, making it difficult for them to consider the impact of their choices on those around them. This lack of empathy can result in decisions that disregard the emotions and well-being of others. Their focus on personal gain and admiration eclipses their consideration of others' needs and emotions, leading to decisions that are self-serving and indifferent. Furthermore, the allure of the limelight and the yearning for attention and excitement also compels narcissists to take risks in order to demonstrate their superiority or garner attention. This can result in reckless decisions that disregard and overlook potential dangers. Narcissists often rise in the ranks within organizations because they exude total confidence, claim credit for the accomplishments of others, and shift blame away from themselves when something goes wrong. A decision-maker who excessively trusts only in their own abilities, acts on impulsive decisions, and disregards the counsel of experts is highly prone to making poor choices. These inclinations render them potentially hazardous as leaders, as their decisions can impact the lives and livelihoods of others. Furthermore, narcissists tend to see the world in absolutes. Things are either all good or all bad. They tend to overlook the gray areas that are crucial for making well-informed decisions. Narcissists often seek out information that aligns with their pre-existing beliefs and ego-driven desires. This confirmation bias prevents them from engaging in open-minded critical thinking. Instead of evaluating all available evidence, they tend to consider information that supports their existing viewpoint. Narcissists thrive on admiration and approval from others. This desire for validation heavily influences their decision-making process. They prioritize choices that enhance their image or status, even if these decisions are not aligned with their long-term goals or the interests of those involved. Due to their defensive nature and aversion to admitting mistakes, narcissists often repeat poor decisions. This inability to acknowledge past errors and learn from them results in a pattern of detrimental choices. Furthermore, the manipulative tendencies of narcissists can greatly impact their decision-making. They prioritize choices that serve their own interests while skillfully misleading or exploiting others. This manipulation often leads to unfavorable outcomes, damaging relationships and trust in the process. In conclusion, narcissism's impact on decision-making is a complex interplay of personality traits that can lead to a range of negative outcomes. While not every decision made by a narcissist will be inherently bad, however, these tendencies increase the likelihood of poor choices that can affect relationships, personal well-being, and overall life satisfaction. From overconfidence and empathy deficiency to the allure of approval and impulsivity, the journey of a narcissist's decision-making is a complex one. Understanding these psychological dynamics not only sheds light on their choices, but also offers insights into the broader challenges that narcissists face in their relationships and overall well-being. I trust that this video has offered you ample clarity into why narcissists consistently display lapses in common sense and make poor choices. If you found this content valuable, please feel free to share your experiences and thoughts in the comment section below. Please demonstrate your support by giving this video a thumbs up, share it with others, and subscribing to my channel. Your support plays a crucial role in the growth of the channel and allows it to reach a wider audience who may find it beneficial. Be sure to activate the notification bell icon to stay updated on my upcoming videos. I express my gratitude to everyone for tuning in and watching. Let us help spread the awareness and lead healthier and fulfilling lives.